Another year goes by as we prepare to say our adieu to 2014. Roughly a year ago, I made a video about my top 10 worst songs of 2013. It got a fair amount of views, and most people listened to the points I made, so I decided to go back for another round. As usual, this little project was inspired by Buckley. If you don't know who that is, a link will be in the description. He's a funny guy, so check him out. I also want to point out major differences between my approach and his. Buckley considers all songs made throughout the year. I only consider songs that made the US Billboard Top 50. Read the disclaimer at the beginning of this video. It's there for a reason. The Billboard charts mostly represent playtime and not necessarily sales, though usually both go hand in hand. So for example, if you're expecting Avril Lavigne's Hello Kitty song, then you're in for a disappointment, as it only peaked at position 75. Also, I stopped considering entries after the first week of December, so if some latest abomination entered the charts, it can consider itself lucky, at least for another year. This year's main themes, if you can call them that, were sex and drugs. Yeah, especially the latter. Now that we got that out of the way, let's jump right into it. I'm the Honest Reviewer, and this is my 10 worst songs of 2014. At number 10, Tuvalu Habits. Okay, first things first. The song might be catchy, but like I said last year, catchy doesn't mean good. It just means it's repetitive, easy to sing along, but that's about it. The song is on the list mainly because of its message. Let's have a look, shall we? Alright, let's ignore that starting seizure. Who the fuck eats dinner in a bathtub? I can think of many places to eat, but the bathroom ain't one of them. Then she goes to sex clubs. Why? Just wait, it's explained later, somewhat. I get home, I got the munchies, binge on all my Twinkies, throw up in the tub, then I go to sleep, and I drank up all my money, tasting kinda lonely. Well, it sounds like she's having a happy and responsible attitude in life. Congratulations. Ah, now I see. Well, it's actually just another generic female song. I know the whole feminism thing was huge in 2014, but sorry ladies, nobody will ever take you seriously if the only thing you're thinking about in life is a relationship. Like seriously? Nothing else is happening in your life? Tuvalu's answer to a heartbreak is to get high all the time. Yeah, it's pretty lame. The first line here likely means single dads, which is fine, whatever. But this is how she spends her time. Her entire time. Again, you have absolutely nothing else to do, no job, no hobbies, don't play sports. I've been through many breakups and gotten out without resorting to alcohol or drugs. Stop being a pussy and man up. The rest of the track is just a chorus looped over and over. Unfortunately, what I get the most out of the song is this repeated woo-woo-woo thing she does in it. Seriously, that's the only single element that dominates the entire song, and it's completely unnecessary and only adds an ear-bleeding sensation. At number 9, we have a three-way between Calvin Harris' Summer, Martin Garrix's Animals, and DJ Snake Lil Jon, Turn Down for What? There's really not much to say about either, since they're pretty much just digi-dance tracks. Summer has more lyrics, if you like hippie type bullshit, that is. Animals has almost no lyrics and has a generic computer generated loop that goes on forever. I know that people might say Turn Down for What had an interesting video, to say the least, but you can just watch the video, you don't have to buy the damn song. I also know for sure that most people turn the radio on but don't listen to it much while driving. This is quite a big tragedy of modern society. You know, if people actually listened to what they're hearing, we might not be in this mess. All three ranked pretty high in the Billboard charts, which means that people actually listen to this crap. Anyway, while driving, I'd rather just enjoy silence than listen to this incoherent garbage. At number 8, Magic! Explanation point, Rude.
Saturday morning, jumped out of bed and put on my best suit. Got in my car and raced like a jet all the way to you. Knocked on your door with heart in my head to ask you a question, 'cause I know that you're an old-fashioned man.
I believe Buckley already dissected the song in one of his autopsies. I'm not here to contradict him or say that he missed some points. I'm here to put the damn song on the list. I would never have imagined that a reggae song could make it big again. Moreover, this is a Canadian band. The reason why this song is on the list is just because it's so dumb, incredibly repetitive, and so goddamn boring.
Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. You say I'll never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough luck, my friend, but the answer is no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude?
This to me is where the main failure lies. He asks his girl's father for permission to marry her, and her father says no. And then he says that he will marry her anyway. So who exactly here is the rude one? It is worth pointing out that the singer is Palestinian, and that's maybe how they do things over there, and maybe he doesn't understand Western values. No, of course not, it's not that. That's called attaching a deeper meaning where there is none. Marriage is overrated anyway. Why he wants to marry her so badly, I will never understand. You can shag and not be married. You can have kids and not be married. Marriage is just a law-abiding contract. Why I'm saying this is because some people said that this song is about forbidden love, kind of like Romeo and Juliet, except that it has nothing in common with the play. Here we just have an asshole guy who disrespects the wishes of his fiancé's dad and just does what he wants. That's pretty low. The rest of the song is pretty much identical to the opening. They could have just looped that and it would have been the same. At number 7, we have a tie between Meghan Trainor's All About That Bass and Jennifer Lopez's Booty.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
Meghan Trainor is clearly overweight and she's getting back at all the people who have less than her. Here we have a tune that sounds like it's the 60s or 70s. She clearly doesn't know the medical aspects of being obese. There are negative aspects to being anorexic too, but having an average regular weight is healthy. I can make a quick list of diseases that are enhanced if you are obese. Type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, cancer, sleep apnea, osteoarthritis, fatty liver disease, pregnancy problems, kidney disease. The list goes on. Unless you have a disease that made you fat, you're likely fat because of irresponsible behavior and bad eating habits. It's really nothing to be proud of.
All the right junk in all the right places. I see the magazines working out Photoshop. We know that shit ain't real. Come on now, make it stop. If you got beauty, just raise them up. 'Cause every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She says boys like a little more booty to hold at night.
All the right junk in all the right places? I don't know many people who like to go through layers of fat before getting to the prize. And boys like to hold booty at night? I like to sleep at night, not hold things. Guys know what I'm talking about.
Big booty, but you got a big booty. Big booty, but you got a big booty. Big booty, but you got a big booty.
J Lo's song reminds me of Big Sean's song Ass. Here the word ass has been replaced with booty. What an epic progress. Anyway, as you can guess, the song is all about ass, on top of a weird butchered electronic Egyptian tune.
Man, I wanna take that big old booty shopping at the mall. I wanna pick it up and put that booty in my car. Baby, your booty's a movie star. Oscar award winner of them all. Now give me that.
Not much else to say other than it's painful to listen to. The song could easily be 30 seconds long, but they stretched it out to 3:30. Damn. There is nothing special about asses at all. We all got one, and we all know what it's for. Even Bill Maher made a reference how the current generation is obsessed with asses on his show Real Time, and he's right. If aliens came down to Earth right this instant, they'd find the majority of people looking at asses. The times we're living in could easily be classified under the name Ass Era. So fucking sad. Number 6. Jason Derulo and Snoop Dogg, Wiggle.
I got one question. How'd you fit all that in them jeans? You know what to do with that big fat butt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I could have easily put this with the previous two, but while J Lo's video might help the sales, there are no redeeming factors to this one.
Shake what your mama gave you, misbehave you. I just wanna strip you, dip you, flip you, bubble babe you. What they do, taste my raindrops, cable. Now what you will and what you want and what you may do. Completely separated till I deeply penetrate it. Then I take it out and wipe it off. Eat it, ate it, love it, hate it. Overstated, underrated, everywhere I've been. Can you wiggle, wiggle for the D-O-double-G again?
I don't care what you do with women, Snoop Dogg, or how. I'm sure they only want to get with you because of your money and not your looks or singing and writing skills. We normal people really don't want to hear about your sexual fantasies. Keep them to yourself, man.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Fuck this music. At number 5, we have a tie between Iggy Azalea, Charlie XCX Fancy, and Iggy Azalea Mo's Beg For It.
I'm so fancy. You already know I'm in the fast lane. From LA to Tokyo. I'm so fancy. Can't you taste this gold?
What pisses me off the most about this song is the weird voice distortion effect they used, and that awful noise they call music in the back. Sounds like a goat that's being castrated. This song made it to number 1 in the charts, by the way. It's called Fancy, so let's see what they find fancy.
Trash the hotel. Let's get drunk on the minibar. Make the phone call. Feel so good getting what I want. Yeah, keep on turning it up. Chandelier swinging, we don't give a fuck.
Trash the hotel. Getting drunk on the minibar. Making a phone call. Chandelier swinging. Now that's real fancy. I read somewhere that if they actually were to trash a hotel room, the label would pay for it. Wow, everything possible is done for these bitches. No wonder most of their attitudes stink. Carrying on the theme from Fancy, this song is yet another example of bragging to the public. Now, I have one question. Who the fuck buys these songs? Why do people like to listen about other people bragging?
Pussy power, painting by the hour. I need me a brave heart, can't deal with a coward. I tell him if he ain't ballin', he should hit the shower. If I pick you, you lucky, baby, this money ours. All yellow gold on me like I'm Trinidad. Sitting drop top, wonder where the ceiling's at.
You can't even sing along to it because I'm pretty sure none of you have anything close to Azalea's fortune. She always considers herself above everyone else, and access to her body is very exclusive. Iggy, if boys want to get with you, it's because of your money. If you do have a bitchy attitude like you claim you do, no normal guy would want that. Trust me, I know from personal experience. Those relationships don't last long. At number 4, we got a tie between T.I. Iggy Azalea's No Mediocre and Ray Schrimmer's No Type.
All fucking bad bitches, I don't want no mediocre. Don't want no mediocre, I don't want no mediocre. No.
Okay, we get it.
Bad bitches only, ain't no mediocre. Don't want no mediocre, I won't hit no mediocre.
We get it.
Bad bitch, stuntin' on a mediocre. On a mediocre, you stand on a mediocre.
Fuck.
You don't get no dick if it's a bush down there. Girl, I should see nothing but pussy when I look down there. They come forward with a nigga, what better to do?
So, he doesn't fuck bitches with a bush down there. Okay, fine. Again, I don't know why we have to listen to his sexual preferences. Personally, I don't give a damn. Well, unless you got an Amazon forest down there. Come fuck with a nigga, what better to do? I can think of a million better things to do, like reading, jumping on the bed, going to see a movie, not listening to this crap.
Heard he wanna lay it down on Iggy. Iggy gave it to him twice. Now he want a 3 mic BB Diva, but I need a bad boy. Rest in peace, Whitney.
Ugh, again this bad boy thing. Iggy is 24, but her mind is still in the late teens. Ooh, I'm going to get a bad boy because he's so unconventional, cool and rough. Give me a fucking break. Remember, people, that those songs are in the national Billboard Top 50. This is mainstream music. Take a second to digest that. Number 3. Here we have a collection of really shitty rap songs that are mostly about sex and drugs. I don't want to comment much, I'll just let the songs speak for themselves.
I'm stoner, I'm stoner, I'm stoner. I'm stoner, I'm stoner, I'm stoner. I'm stoner, I'm stoner, I'm stoner. I'm motherfucking stoner. I just put a 40 on my wrist just like a bus. I just put 10,000 on my bitch just like a bus. I just drank with YSL just like a boss. Just like a boss.
And Chewy on some hot nigga. Like I talked to Shay when I shot niggas. Like you seen him twirl, then he drop, nigga. And we keep the mind millies on my block, nigga. And Monte keep it on him, he done drop, niggas. And he be wildin', he some hot, nigga. Tones known to get busy with them Glocks, nigga. Try to run down and you could catch a shot, nigga.
I'm in love with the coco. I'm in love with the coco. I got it for the Lolo. I'm in love with the coco. Still screaming for the other side. For the nigga. I'ma ride for my nigga, hey. Convoy. And I'ma die for my nigga, hey. Convoy. I ain't gonna feel like to know my niggas, hey. No way, no way. Nigga couldn't see me if they had a genie. Woo. I'm living my life like Beanie. R.I.P. my brother Beanie. I stacked them right to the ceiling. Now these niggas can't beat me.
Number 2. The Chainsmokers, or whatever they smoke. Hashtag selfie.
When Jason was at the table, I kept on seeing him look at me while he's with that other girl. Do you think he was just doing that to make me jealous?
What the hell is this? It sounds like a voiceover by a 10-year-old who's a preppy talk master.
Like, what do you think? Did you think that girl was pretty? How did that girl even get in here? Do you see her? She's so short and that dress is so tacky. Who wears cheetah? It's not even summer. Why does the DJ keep on playing Summertime Sadness? After we get out of the bathroom, can we go smoke a cigarette? I really need one. But first, let me take a selfie.
I initially put this with Summer and Animals, but it truly deserves a very special place in hell on its own. Here is what the producer had to say about the song. Honestly, hashtag selfie is kind of a phenomenon for us. We made it and thought it was funny and put it out as an edit. Then, the Mac wanted to buy it and they bought it from us and put it out officially, and we made a video for it. This was all just because we thought it was fun. And then the song just kind of took on a life of its own, which is honestly really great because it's brought in a new audience of people that listen to music that we've made that we're more passionate about. I like how he says a new audience of people that listen to music that we've made. Yeah, if you can call that music. I'm sorry, but this type of computer-generated diarrhea is not music. Picking up an instrument and playing, that's music.
How about about living with my bitches, #live. I only got 10 likes in the last 5 minutes. Do you think I should take it down? Let me take another selfie.
I guess this is what taking Facebook and putting it in song format would look like. The Facebook likes, that's what the dum-dums do to puff up each other's egos. Instead of being a forum for discussions, Facebook has become a hub for people to post thousands of photos of themselves and brag about them. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. Number 1. If you've watched my video last year, you probably know that I'll take a jab at Nicki Minaj whenever I get a chance to. It's nothing personal really, it's just that she has a talent to make uber atrocious songs. However, for this year's number 1, I've chosen 2 of her songs. Right from the start, you know this is going to be bad. Like real bad.
My anaconda don't, my anaconda don't, my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
This song has everything I hate about Nicki Minaj. Promoting her ass.
Oh my gosh, look at her butt. Oh my gosh, look at her butt.
Obvious check. Autotune. Check. Extending words with a retarded voice.
Real. Gun in my purse, bitch, I came dressed to kill.
Check. Reference to sex.
This dude named Michael used to ride motorcycles. Dick bigger than a tower, I ain't talking about Eiffels. Real country ass nigga, let me play with his rifle.
Check. Kindergarten level rhyming.
Boy toy named Troy used to live in Detroit.
Check. Seizure.
Dun, 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 dun.
Check. Body shaming.
I said, where my fat ass big bitches in the club? Fuck the skinny bitches, fuck the skinny bitches in the club.
Check. And suicide-inducing music.
Little in the middle, but you got much back. Little in the middle, but you got much back.
Check. Let's take a look at Only and see how it holds up.
I never fucked Wayne, I never fucked Drake. All my life, man, fuck's sake. If I did, I'd menage with him and let him eat my ass like a cupcake. My man fool, he just ate. I don't duck nobody but take.
Sitting down on that big butt, but I was still staring at the titties, dog.
I never fucked Nick and that's fucked up. If I did fuck, she'd be fucked up.
Minus a few elements, it's an equally horrible track. I guess the main theme of the worst songs this year was people singing about their sexual fantasies and other people listening to them with great attention. It makes me wonder why. Is it just because they are celebrities? Spoiler alert, the sex that they're having is the same as everyone else is having. I guess people have nothing better to do with their time, and also music to them is just background noise. I'm absolutely sure that most people don't listen to the lyrics much. Only those things could possibly explain one of the worst years in music ever. So congrats to Nicki Minaj for taking the prize for the worst song, or worst songs rather, of 2014. Since music has pretty much nosedived into oblivion, one could only hope that a revival is coming soon. However, there isn't much evidence to suggest that it will. Dishonorable mentions go to Taylor Swift's Shake It Off, and her shameful attempt at tackling online piracy by claiming to be quote-unquote poor because of it, while being a multi-millionaire. Jason Derulo and 2 Chainz' Talk Dirty, mainly for featuring a really crappy early 90s rap loop. Becky G's Shower for being a stupid teenager song about having air in your brain instead of, well, an actual brain. And Ray Schrimmer's No Flex Zone, where the lyrics make absolutely zero sense and contradict the title of the song. Well, that's my list for this year. I wish you all happy holidays, have fun, but take care and drink responsibly if you do. And I'll see you in 2015.